You're looking at a live Donald Trump rally in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Donald about to address the crowd. Now, my next guest is there with the Republican nominee and took a few minutes to call justice. Joining me by phone now from Albuquerque, the former director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, retired Lieutenant General Mike Flynn. Good evening, General. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. You're going to probably hear the sounds of the crowd here. Looks like it's about 5,000 plus strong, maybe more than that.
All right, and you're just coming from Colorado right now, right?
Right, we just landed just about 5 minutes ago, Judge. Yep. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, talk to me about, what you're feeling in the campaign, the crowds, what's going on there?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, there's such a movement, as Donald Trump likes to say. I mean, we have seen in the last probably 3-4 days, 75, 100,000 people in the various venues we've been to. And I mean, there's just incredible amounts of enthusiasm, Judge, and it's inspiring to me as a veteran. And I will tell you, we have seen an awful lot of women coming out for Donald Trump in these audiences. I mean, better than 50%. So we're hearing great things. I know you've had a bunch of people on your show here already talking about polls. We feel very, very strong.
We're watching Donald come down the steps now. Hey, General, I just want to tell the audience there he is. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just standing off his back here, walking behind him. I'll tell you what, it's a fascinating thing to see. Donald Trump is all about making this country great again, and he's about, talking to the people. He is bringing a big, big message to America. And with everything going on, I mean, my God, look at what we have just seen in the last 3 days. A major candidate, Hillary Clinton, being basically another federal, inquiry or whatever you want to call it.
It's an investigation. It's an investigation.
Well, they're reopening an investigation, of an unbelievable level of corruption and crime. I hope you can hear me. Now, this is the way it's been for the last probably a couple of weeks, actually, but the last 3 or 4 days, it's just been amazing. You can hear the crowd probably.
But I can hear you, General. I can hear you fine. But in terms of what the FBI has done in reopening the case, what does it tell you, and what is it, how is your campaign reacting?
Well, I tell you what. I mean, the FBI and Jim Comey was I believe, in a very difficult spot, obviously, and what was brought to him was a couple of things. I can tell you, inside the FBI, there was an incredible amount of frustration at the senior levels and a lot of the agents, and they were frustrated with their boss. And the boss needed to do something. And when new evidence was brought to his attention, this was a tough decision, but he had to make it. He had no choice. He actually put himself in the box by not, I believe, doing the right thing back in July, which is when he should have basically turned all what he knew over to the Department of Justice and let them make the decision instead of making the decision that he made. So here we are again. He had no choice. He basically did what he had to do. And I'm telling you, you're seeing, 650,000 emails. We're talking about another laptop. We're talking about more classified information, a lot more lying on the part of a number of people. I mean, this is a really incredibly damaging thing. And you know what it is? For me, this is sad for our country because we're talking about people who think that they want to be president of the United States. Oh, my God, what a level of corruption that we're seeing. And criminal behavior. This is criminal behavior. You're going to see, and you know this, Judge, you're going to see people like Weiner and people like Uma Abedin. They're going to be looking to help themselves out because they know they're going to be going to jail. Right. They have committed a crime. They know that they're going to be going to jail.
Well, you know what, General Flynn? I couldn't agree with you more, and I'll tell you, it's time. They've got Uma by the short hairs and the other guy, her husband. It's time to pull him. Anyway, thanks for being with us.